Hi, I'm Jamie Baker with the Courier Sports Department, here with Dave Hanneman. Here to talk a little bit about tournament action coming up here. Big win last night for Findlay High's hockey team. Dave, you were there at Tamo. Tell me a little bit about the big win.
Oh, it's a huge win. I've been covering Findlay High for 20 years now. I've seen a lot of hockey games. I don't know if I've seen one that had as much intensity as what last night did. They really went after it. They really wanted it. St. Francis was ranked #1 in the state. Obviously a very good team, but Findlay and Brian Kinsella, St. Francis coach, made a good point. He says, I think Findlay just wanted this game more than we did tonight.
Well, how does it set it up? They beat the #1 team in the state. Could Findlay win a state championship?
I don't know if they can win state because I just don't know if they're to that point yet, but they could make it to state. And the way the brackets are set up this year, if Findlay makes it to state, I think they've got a good chance of getting to the state championship game. And you know very well anything can happen in the state championship game. The way it's set up, they've got Northview in the finals on Saturday, and Northview beat them twice this year, but so did St. Francis, and Findlay avenged that loss. The way it's bracketed for the state tournament, Findlay would go against the Columbus district champion, and the southern part of the state is not considered strong hockey-wise.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens. That game is Saturday night. Dave will be there covering it. We got a lot going on. We got basketball, there's state gymnastics, swimming just wrapped up, and I'll be in Columbus for the state wrestling tournament this weekend.
There's the area, Jimmy, and you know wrestling as well as anybody in the area. There have been some really good wrestlers coming through there. Who are our area's best chances for state champions?
Well, you have defending state champion Nick Goebel from Elmwood at 112 pounds, and Alex Lopez from Patrick Henry. He was a state finalist last year, but there's some new faces that are out there that could make the finals, like a Jacob Haas from Macomb at 119, and Chad Sonnenberg from Van Buren. He's undefeated at 140 pounds, and there's no reason why he can't make the finals, and I think he probably will. And not to mention Findlay High's wrestlers, Max Gladstone, Mike Alexander. They both got a couple of losses, and they got some tough draws, but both of them are ranked second in the state, and I could see both of them making the finals. All you got to do is win a couple matches, win your early matches, get a little hot. You can win a state title.
Findlay's two, Gladstone and Alexander came out of probably the toughest district in the state. How does that compare when they get seated at the state level?
Well, they're certainly battle tested. Those two have wrestled at Medina, they've wrestled at the Ironman, so they've seen the top competition in the state already. The only thing is now, they just got to go down there, keep their heads about them, and wrestle their best matches and let things fall where they may.
Division 1, 2, 3. How does the state stack up? Is it Division 3 first, then 2, then 1?
That's the way they always do it. Unlike track, which rotates. They always put the small schools first, then the Division 2 schools, then they put the big boys last. That's just the way they've always done it traditionally. So,
it should be a busy weekend for sports.
It's going to be a huge weekend, and we'll have all the coverage online at thecourier.com and in the daily print edition of the Courier.